beautiful morning. Just went up a super hard hill. So just taking a second, breathing, enjoying the Lord's nature. Like, do you hear those sounds? It's just so quiet. Happy Tuesday. Something I really want to make sure I'm doing this training cycle is prioritizing strength. I want to be able to be strong. I want my body to be able to be strong, I want my body to be able to be strong to carry out my goals for race day. So strength is something that's super important. But strength is also something you have to be really careful with because it is meant to add, it is meant to benefit, it is not meant to take away from your other training. So if my strength training is making me super sore, it is much more of a hindrance than it is a benefit. So I have to be super careful with how I strength train. Yesterday was a holiday. I kind of took the day off, so I didn't film much, but I did a swim. I just did a 2,000-yard swim and an easy 5-mile run to start off the week. This morning, I did a 20-mile bike ride. I biked for an hour and a half and I had about 1,600 feet of elevation gain. So starting off this week, pretty good so far. And then I wanted to do strength tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a hard track workout, which I'm always nervous for. My coach is going to put that in tonight. So I'll share with you what I'm going to do in the morning. I haven't really shared yet what I read in my Bible, but tomorrow morning I'll try to share some of that with you. But God is just so good. And God is just so faithful to just daily give me breath, let me have a healthy body. I mean, it's something I definitely don't want to take for granted, and I'm just so thankful. We just have one more exercise and we'll finish the workout. Happy Wednesday. I'm so annoyed because I got to the track and I forgot my SD card for my camera. So we're just gonna be using my phone and try to make do with what I can. I went swimming this morning and it's been raining all day, so I was really worried I wasn't gonna be able to make it out to the track. I thought I was gonna have to do a treadmill, which honestly, like, this track still isn't even the nicest. So sometimes I wonder if I should have done my treadmill, but it's just so much better to be outside than on the treadmill. So super excited just to be able to be on the track today. I have a 7-mile session today, actually. So it's gonna be challenging, but also these sessions, they make me nervous and they scare me, but they excite me because they challenge me and usually show me that I'm more capable than I think I am. So I'm nervous, but excited to see how today goes. 2-mile warm up to start. Oh my word, we just did that track workout. That was insane. I am just so happy because those things, like I mentioned, they scare me so much, but I also, if I do it and complete it, just feel so accomplished and just so grateful and in awe. Don't mind all that stuff back there, it's for church. And I'm just so grateful and so in awe of the body that the Lord has blessed me with, and it's just so cool that I can continue to see growth. And so this workout was not easy by any means. It was very hard, very uncomfortable, but we did it. We did it, and I'm just so grateful, and I stuck to what the workout said. I held the paces pretty well, so I'm just super grateful for that, and I'm super grateful to have a coach now, because I never would have done this workout on my own. It challenged me so much. It also gives me confidence, and so yeah, I'm just super thankful for the workout, super thankful for my coach, thankful for the Lord. There was something else I wanted to say, and just a reminder, getting uncomfortable is how you grow. Getting outside of your comfort zone is where you grow. So I just had to keep reminding myself, okay, I'm in pain right now. I'm uncomfortable right now. And it's okay. It is okay. It is okay. And just taking it step after step after step, not worrying about the next mile, the next lap, being in the moment, focusing on the now is what really helped me. So super thankful for today. Tomorrow I just have a swim and an easy bike. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
That is so good. I'm actually trying to think the last time that I drank an Alani. I had a mini one on Sunday. Otherwise, I've been a lot better about drinking them. I've been trying not to drink them every day or every other day. I've been really trying to reduce my intake with those for multiple reasons. But okay, happy Thursday. Today, I just have a 45-minute light cycle, and I actually have a swim as well today. My swim is supposed to be Saturday, but I'm actually going to be out of town Saturday because my husband's doing a Spartan race. I'm super excited to watch him, so I just won't have access to a pool, and so I'm going to go ahead and just get that done today. I'm definitely just like a little bit tired today. Thursdays, I think, always just hit me hard. I don't know what it is. I think so I just train hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like I have my hard track workout Wednesday. I just always feel tired on Thursday, so that's why we're drinking the Alani. But before I go on my bike ride, I just wanted to share with you guys some things that I've been reading this week. I realized I don't really think I've sat down yet this week and just kind of talked with you guys. So I actually just finished 2 Corinthians. And so I was just kind of writing down a little bit of a recap of what I learned from there. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. In 2 Corinthians, Paul is writing a letter to the church in Corinth that he founded because the church was living in turmoil and retaliation against what he had taught them. And so in this letter, Paul shares the freedom that we can have in Christ, how we are made new in him. We die to our old selves and aim to live a holy life above reproach. Nothing in this world will satisfy us but Jesus Christ. To know that we have something great awaiting us in the future in heaven with Jesus. We cannot boast in ourselves, but we can only boast in Jesus Christ. Paul had a thorn in his side and asked it to be removed, but God said, in our weakness, he is made strong. And so those are some of the takeaways that I had from 2 Corinthians. And I think just learning more about Paul and his heart and knowing his transformation from how he used to persecute Christians to being a sold out Christian for the Lord and being willing to be persecuted and thrown in jail and all these different things, I think is just very inspiring to me to also know, like, obviously, yes, Jesus is our ultimate example, and that's who we want to be looking to, but also just knowing that Paul was a sinner and knowing that he loved the Lord and lived for the Lord, and he had a thorn in his side his whole life. You know, we don't know what that is. There's skeptics who think different things about what that thorn in his side may be, but that he lived with that aside with all of the persecution that he faced, and he just still lived a life sold out for the Lord. And I think it's just definitely inspiring to me of how can I live a life above reproach? How can I live to seek the Lord for future? Actually, last night in church, Trevor was teaching over the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 5. And he said that like our life is not just here on this earth. You know, our end goal is not here. Our end goal is not to graduate high school, to graduate college, to get a great degree, to be able to have a good family, to be able to get the nice house, get the nice car. Like that's not what our end goal is. That as believers, that's not our end goal is not here on earth. Our end goal is with the Lord in heaven, living a life for him and being able to hear, well done, you good and faithful servant. And so often I think we just live life in the now and we don't act like, what if today was our last day and we chose to do nothing for the Lord? So I think that's definitely just been challenging to me, and it was just reflecting on this. So I hope that you feel encouraged and challenged from that. finished up the 3.5 hour bike ride. Now we have 2 miles on the treadmill. Whew, almost done.
I'm editing this video right now and realized that there was nothing in there for Saturday. I did a 9-mile run on Saturday, but super fun. My husband actually had a Spartan race that weekend, so we were out of town and I was trying to find a new place to run there, and it just wasn't great. I didn't feel super safe, so I ran 5 miles out and about and ended up just coming back and finishing 4 on the treadmill at the hotel that we were staying at. So it wasn't like the most ideal situation, but we got it done. That is a wrap on week 2 of training for Wilmington 70.3. I know this week's video was not vlogged the best. I do have a lot better of a video coming for week 3, which I'm super excited about for you guys. Sorry about that. I do apologize. This week's video was not the best, but I am super excited for week 3. I wanted to go over just a super quick recap of my training for this week. Overall, I trained for about 13 hours again. I swam for 7,100 yards. I biked for about 6 hours and 24 minutes, and I ran for 23 miles. It's a little bit hard for biking to kind of tell like how much I actually biked, because I do 2 to 3 of my bikes on the trainer, because I have 2 easy rides on the trainer each week. Actually, every Sunday I do have a recovery ride. I don't usually put that in here, but I usually do anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour of just a really easy recovery ride on the trainer. This week overall went pretty well. Something I know I need to work on definitely is just my sleep and my nutrition, just really trying to nail those down to make me feel like my strongest version of myself. But I'm super thankful for just another week of training and just how the Lord has continued to just show me grace upon grace. The Lord is so good, and I pray that through my content you see that the Lord loves you and that the Lord has given me a joy like no other. Nothing else in this world will satisfy you like the Lord. And I'm just so thankful for just who the Lord is to me and who the Lord is in my life. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Remember to shine bright for Jesus, and I will see you guys next week.